capable of that. Yes, I had to come to grips with that. That's very hard to come to grips with. And I don't even think it's her fault. I think it's due to her upbringing, and she's just a product of her. It's wild to me, bro. The amount of expectation that's put on us. It's wild to me. I've been saying something for years. I think this is my problem. I think this is my family's problem with me. You know, they think like I'm shading them, and it's not that I'm shading them. It's just that I realize, like, yo, this is not right. I'm just speaking the truth. I can't speak for you guys. I'm speaking from my own experiences. Please, I don't mean to be offensive to anyone. Some people get offended by things that I say, including my family. And I don't want y'all to be offensive. I'm literally just talking about my experience. And I'm not going to lie, fam. It is what it is. And it's ridiculous to me. But anywho, I miss my family. Even though they get me on my damn nerves, I do miss them. I haven't seen them. And I feel like it's time for me and my mother to somehow bury the hatchet. I do not believe that we're going to have this lovey-dovey relationship. I don't think my mother's capable of that. Yes, I had to come to grips with that. That's very hard to come to grips with. And I don't even think it's her fault. I think it's due to her upbringing, and she's just a product of her environment. My mother does not at all believe in therapy, because therapy would be the best thing to do in this equation right now because of everything that's happened, right? To go to speak to an unbiased person so that they can kind of give their point of view and kind of walk us through how to get past this. She would not be open to that at all. Like, she wouldn't be open to it, not even in the least, because in a lot of our culture, Caribbean culture, they don't agree with somebody all up in the business. They think it's someone coming all up in their business, not really realizing these people necessarily might have, I'm not saying they're perfect, but they, you know what, they're trained to kind of have tools to help you get through certain things. You know what I'm saying? I am not going on the Yama. No, that wouldn't work out well. That wouldn't work out well. First of all, I'm very hot-headed, and I have a very strong personality, so you can't talk to me any kind of way. It's not gonna work for me, fam. It's just not gonna work for me. I'm just being real. It's just not gonna work. I don't accept that from anybody. So, like, I understand you trying to help me. I'll go through it, because my friends fucking gather me all the time, and they real with me. And they're a little harsh sometimes because they hood. But there's a certain limitation where I'm be like, all right, I got you. I heard you. You going a little deep now. Wait a minute now. You know, I ain't gonna let you violate me. You can help get me together, but you can't violate me. You can't disrespect me. I'm not saying that she does. I just feel like a lot of the time she comes on very, 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 very strong. And everyone reacts differently to that. And I know myself, I don't react well to that. I do not. If I am struggling with emotions, or if I'm already upset and you keep pushing me, I'm going to pop off. You got to know yourself, fam. And I know who the fuck I am. So I'm just saying. So I already know going on Iyanla is going to be it's going to be a shit show. Because she's not going to stop when I'm at my breaking point, and I'm going to pop. Now we got a whole situation on set. So why even put myself in a... let me not even go. But I'm going to pray on this situation. I always feel like this around the holidays, to be honest. You know, I was a big daddy's girl. So not having my dad around always makes the holidays kind of like, for me, to be honest. It used to be lit when my daddy was here. Always. He'd always be baking the bread and stuff. And he's so cheap. He'd be all up in Western Beef for weeks, gathering all the stuff on sale. Child, one year, my father made a mac and cheese with imitation mac and cheese. And you don't even want to know. I don't even fucking know, sis. I don't even know how I did that. We turn around, we see Sunnydale Farms everywhere. Child. Bunch of fucking water juice. My daddy, may he rest in peace. I love him. He did the best he could fucking do, but child, he was so cheap. My father give you $20 and think he gave you $100. He really, like, whole lot. Like, Daddy, it's $20. It's 20. It's $20, Daddy. Really? I tell you one thing before I get out of here, because I gotta go. I'm gonna have to go make some sort of groceries, go figure out something, or I'll order this food. One amazing thing that came out of me and my career was being able to um, do amazing things that my parents never experienced before for them. Well, the thing is, my father back in the day did have money. Back in the day, way before I was even thought about. When my mama met him, of course, that's why she was one of the reasons why she went. But anywho, it's just facts. It's not shade. Oh my God, it's not shade. She'll tell you her damn self. She went for his hair, and she went because he had the status and the money. He was a part of the government, so he lived in a mansion. He had the cars. He had businesses. He had it. But when he came to America, you guys, it was a different story. And they settled down in East New York, Brooklyn. That's where they settled down at before myself even came about, and whatever. They had left kids back in Grenada. They had to flee because he was a part of the government. Look it up. It happened in Grenada. I think America had to step in at one point because the government was wilding. The new party that came in threw everybody that was in the previous party in jail. Child, and my father was in jail, and my mother was going to visit. They said she would dress to kill. Yes, honey. My father was this little mixed Indian and black and Spanish man with straight slick back hair and a straight nose, light skinned, and flossy. And my mother was this Nubian princess with the most beautiful skin, honey, and the most beautiful lips and hair, real hair, from a black one. Yes, real hair. And they said, honey, when my mother used to dress, you used to have to stand up and watch. And she had the nerve to be a cop. So she was running shit in uniform, fly as hell. So he met her. She ended up being stationed at the airport for customs as an officer. And he was traveling with security. He saw her and he couldn't resist. And he had somebody. Yes, girl, that's the tea. He had somebody. You know how they do. My father was a player, girl. It all came out at the funeral. It came out throughout the years, but it came out at the funeral. As a matter of fact, remind me to tell y'all about that funeral. My father's funeral was a whole show. I thank God there weren't cameras there, but I promise you, when I do the YouTube, I will tell you the story. I'll give you a little piece of the story from what I remember. Let's put it to you like this. My new nigga, who I was with in LA, the one from Chicago, at the last minute told me he was coming. I'm talking about the morning of. I'm literally putting my stuff in the suitcase to go to the funeral, and he's like, packing too. I thought he wasn't coming. But Clive is already going to be there with his family because they know my father. So I don't know what to do, sis. I don't know what to do. I'm in mourning. It's mad drama in the family. I got to get back to do shit. So I asked my family, my mom and stuff. My mother was like, let him come. Y'all are together. You and Clive are done. Let him come. That almost ended up in a brawl. Girl. Clive deadass pulled me aside at the... I couldn't fucking believe what was happening. It was a fucking reality show. He deadass pulled me aside at the funeral and wanted to smoke at the funeral because my boo was there. Child, I'm telling you, fam. I can't catch a break. Any way you slice it. But anywho, we will talk about that story another time because, baby, that's a whole story within itself. Looking back, I will say I was wrong. I was wrong because Clive had a relationship with my father, for real, and I was wrong. And what I should have done was call him up and tell him, yo, so-and-so is going to be there so he knows what he's walking into. And I fucked up. I really did. You have to admit when you fuck up. And I think I did. Because look, I don't even talk to old boy. I mean, I don't talk to none of them. But I'm saying, look, we ended so badly. He was so wrong for me. In the end, it got, revealed that he was such a toxic person in my life. And he did not deserve to be there. All my friends could see it, and I refused to see it. And it ended so badly, and it just didn't make any sense. Clive and I do not speak. I explained to you guys on one of my previous lives, I don't know if Clive lives on Earth. Because when you think about Clive should be the example of what it should be like when you are done. No shade. Because I would love to actually hear from him. I would love to say what's up. I would love to take him for coffee or tea. He would fucking never. He would never. But as a friend, you guys, as a friend, because that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Clive, I know Carrie is watching this fucking hitting the table. Carrie, I'm speaking hypothetically. I do not want to go out for tea. I know we got tea in the house. I'm just saying. Things did not end badly between me and Clive. And I don't hate that man. I respect that man for everything he's done for me and my family. And everything he's done for my father. See, it's one thing to be there for me, right? But when you be there for my family, it's a different type of love from me. Like, I really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And my career was taking off. And I had to be in LA a lot. I was always away from home. And Clive held shit down for my dad. Girl, my father found a way to get food stamps. Child, and couldn't use it. Child. Could not use the damn food stamp card. I don't even know how he got it, sis. Because I remember one time. Let me tell you. So one time, he always call me. He always want me to do some wild shit for him. Apply for this, apply for that. All types of shit. I'm like, Daddy, you don't need that. Oh, I saw the commercial. No, you don't need that. Girl, I end up downtown Brooklyn. He gives me an address. He calls me up the night before. Must have been like 11:45 p.m. That's his hours, sis. That's the hours he turned on the TV to see what he going to order to antagonize my ass about returning later. God rest his soul. My father gives me an address to come meet him downtown Brooklyn. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I go, can y'all hear me? Are you guys hearing me? Okay, how old are we? Really? Can you hear me? Oh, in my nose. Y'all so stupid. Well, I have a lot of hair I'm hearing. I got to get lined up at 4:30. Y'all know what it is. Absolutely. After taking care of Aiden for 9 days, bitch, I done started to grow a mustache as thick as Carrie's. And I went to get lined up, and they could not take me. We are grown. We all have boogers. We all have wax. We all have hairs. As a matter of fact, if the hair could just do me a favor and just grow back on the top of my head as opposed to everything else, I will appreciate that. Because I don't understand it. Hair seems to grow everywhere else except for where we need it. Don't even get me started on the other hair. We ain't going to talk about that. What they said? They in my business? Nah. Y'all gotta tell me. Y'all on my live. If y'all see some shit that's wrong or whatever, you gotta tell me. If you see a booger, let me know so I don't go outside like that. I appreciate that. But don't be fucking dramatic about it. Like you don't got boogers either. A lot of you don't even floss. Let's not go there. Period. Am I what? Talk about. So I started to go through the fucking comments and I'm like, okay. Well, damn, just relax. Relax for me. Y'all know, right? It's quarantine, right? Yeah, I know. It's quarantine. No, quarantine will do that. Quarantine will have y'all acting the fuck up. Y'all been all acting the fuck up. All of y'all. bad girls, my family, Aiden. Girl, I'm asleep 2 days ago, right? Half asleep, kind of. And Aiden is next to me. Aiden starts to cuddle. Now, what's weird is, you guys, I'm not an affectionate person. I'm not very affectionate. I've never really been very affectionate, right? So it's very weird for me to be very affectionate with Aiden, you know, but I am.